John, welcome to the show, Get in the Mode podcast. I'd love to, for the benefit of our listeners, I'd love to have you introduce yourself. Tell us who you are.
David, thanks for having me, brother. My name's John Lee Dumas. Grew up in a small town in Maine. Went to college on an Army scholarship. Spent 8 years as an officer in the U.S. Army. Did a 13-month tour of duty in Iraq. Tried for 6 years to find my thing after the Army, law school, corporate finance, commercial real estate. Nothing worked. So 10 and a half years ago, I launched the first daily podcast interviewing the world's most successful entrepreneurs called Entrepreneurs on Fire. We're over 4,000 episodes, 150 million listens, and we're still going strong.
One of the things when I went to your book, you've written a lot of books. I was fascinated with the Mastery Journal. I'm curious, you have this morning routine there. What are number one, let's talk about morning routine. What's the benefit and why? Why even have one?
There's a great book called The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson, and he talks so eloquently about the benefits of just doing the small things right every single day and how those small things may seem insignificant in the moment. Over time, they can have magnificent and amazing results. That's what a morning routine is. A morning routine is you identifying what's important to you on a daily basis. And how can you start to implement a morning routine that ensures the first thing or things that you do are those things, so that no matter which way the day turns, no matter what problems or obstacles or challenges come up throughout the day that derail us all, you've already checked that block. You've already done your morning routine. You've already done your exercise, your breathing, your red light therapy, your cold plunge, your stretching, your walk, whatever those things are that are important to you. You're constructing that to do that first thing before you do anything else. And that will mean that you will accomplish that morning routine every single day because nothing is in your way. You open your eyes before anything else happens, you knock that morning routine out. And over time, it may seem insignificant that you're doing 15 minutes of stretching every morning, or 5 minutes of red light therapy every morning, or getting outside as the sun's rising to go on a 10-minute walk every morning. Over time, that will have amazing, magnificent results for you getting closer to your goals, whether that be health, wellness, writing a book. Maybe that morning routine when you're writing a book is you will write 3 pages before your morning coffee. And that's the first thing that you're going to do, whether they're great or crappy or somewhere in the middle, you're going to do that. That's a morning routine. So it can shift and adjust over time as your goals and as your life changes and shifts over time, but it always has to be there.
You've interviewed entrepreneurs. Is there any common routines most entrepreneurs follow? I'm curious.
It's usually when it comes to health and wellness is what I really find successful entrepreneurs do, because, our life can just, again, get derailed very easily. So if you have a workout scheduled later in the day, or this idea you're going to do X, Y, or Z for your health, for your wellness later in the day, a lot of things can make that not happen. And when too many of those days in a row string together, you can look down one day and say, wow, I am really unhealthy. I am really out of shape. So I see a lot of successful entrepreneurs say, I'm going to make sure that my health and my wellness are taken care of. So the first thing before any other things take place, I'm going to check that block. So I have a very structured routine when I wake up. Nothing can get in the way of me getting my
Let's hear about your routine.
Wake up in the morning. I walk down to my gym. Well, actually, I first walk into this office that we're in right now, and I take 2 8-ounce glasses of water and I consume them. And one of those 8-ounce glasses, I'm putting something called a Relight, which is like an electrolyte mix. And the other one, I'm putting a vitamin C mix. And I'm drinking both glasses of water. And that's 16 ounces of water that I'm immediately consuming right when I wake up in the morning to rehydrate myself. Then I'm going down to that gym. I'm doing 15 minutes of yoga stretching. I'm doing 10 minutes of red light therapy. I'm hanging from a bar to stretch out my arms and my shoulders. I'm doing a back bridge for 2 minutes, which is really stretching my back out and getting some nice movement in there. Then I'm doing 20 minutes on the Peloton bike to get a nice cardio sweat in the morning. And then I go to my cold plunge and I'm in there for 5 minutes at 42 degrees. And then I come up and I shower, brush my teeth, do those things. before I then go downstairs and pour my first cup of mushroom coffee called Four Sigmatic.
All
That
right.
is a morning routine that I knock out 7 days a week.
That's awesome. So it's like maybe an hour of that.
I'd
Is
say
it
it's about 90 minutes.
90
all in.
minutes? Okay. Awesome. John, it's been a pleasure having you on our podcast. Really enjoyed the conversation.
Awesome,
Thank
brother.
you.
It was great chatting. Have a
You
great
too.
day.
Bye bye. Hello, everyone. Thank you for listening to that clip from the Get in the Mode podcast. To watch the full episode of the podcast, click the link in the show description. Also, consider subscribing to the Get in the Mode YouTube channel to directly see new episodes on your YouTube feed.